We have lots of awards and lots of things to celebrate today, so I'm asking for your cooperation and patience this afternoon, because as you can see behind Mrs. Roberts, we've got lots of things to award and celebrate in terms of what has happened in the last month and the last 2 months with athletics. So we're going to get started. First of all, I'd like to welcome all of our parents that are here and have been able to join us today. Thank you for joining us here today to help celebrate our Juniper Award winners this month. We're going to start with our monthly awards with kindergarten. Our first award is going out to Tony Cowell for improvement in his letter recognition. Tony. Also from kindergarten, the second award is going to Jethro Wienesk for also improvement in letter recognition. Our next two awards from grade 1, Mrs. Parody's class, are for excellence in reading for both students. I'd like to call up Cameron Laffer and Calista Spence Tate. From Mrs. Burton's grade 1-2 class, the first award is for Hope Lobster for doing well with addition. Also from Mrs. Burton's class, Zelda Goslin for making marvelous progress in reading. Moving to Mrs. Thompson's grade 2-3 class, the first award is going to Baudel Spence. Keep up the great work and also welcome to Juniper School. Also from Mrs. Thompson's class, Zalea Anderson for awesome work in your writing. And while she's making her way up here, I'd like to call up Jace Wienesk Moracity for awesome work in math. And also from Ms. Thompson's class for excellent work in your math booklet and using your communication board to Everett Beebe. He's here, he's just gone for a moment. All right, we are going to move to Mrs. Porter's grade 3-4 class. The first award is going to Kaislyn Lavisser for working hard in math and never giving up. And also from grade 3-4, Henrik Helkrow for his improved attendance. And we have room for more. Grade 4, Mrs. Boisvert's class. Shh. Thank you. In grade 4, Mrs. Boisvert's class, the first award is going to Naisia Koch for improving her tardiness for the 2025 school year. And also from grade 4, Mallory Beardy for perfect attendance. 100 days out of 100 days was where she marked that. Good job. Maybe we'll group this group and do a group picture. There, we'll get a group picture there. And then we'll do our grade 5s. And Everett had stepped out, so we have an award for Everett Beebe. So Everett, do you want to come up and get your award? All right, we will move to grade 5s once I have your attention. Thank you very much. Moving to grade 5, Miss Ellis's class, the first award is going for a student that has shown consistent effort and is learning his long division well, Grayson Janai. And for showing excellence in learning long division as well, Sloan Glenn. From Miss Muirhead's grade 5-6 class, the first award is going to a student that is following instructions respectfully, trying his best on his challenging assignments, and showing respect for others. I'd like to call up Broxton Redhead. Also from Ms. Muirhead's class, showing improved resilience and problem-solving skills and going beyond expectations in math, Frankie Moore-Gibbs. From grade 6, Miss Horning's class, this student is getting an award for asking great thinking questions. That's going to Isaiah Spack. And the second award from Miss Horning's class for her fabulous artwork, Leah McLeod. We'll move to grade 7, the grade 7 awards. This student is receiving a math award for outstanding achievement. He has received 100% on his last 5 math tests. Great achievement. I'd like to call up Drayson Chartrand. Well done. From Mrs. Porth's grade 7 class for her work on area of triangles and rectangles in math, Casey Helcrow. Might be a theme today. And also from grade 7 for increasing the amount of writing in her assignments, Tatum Fiddler. Coming? Doesn't want to come. It's okay. That's okay. From grade 8, Mr. Thompson's class, there had been we just came out of the badminton season and going into basketball, but we had some students that had excellent participation in the badminton tournament. So I'd like to call up these 4 students: Daniel Wienis, Kaysen Janai, and Natalia Kirkness. Well done. Awesome. And that concludes our grade 5 to 8 awards. So we'll get a picture there, please.
You missed Miss Balance.
Oh, I missed a class. Hang on, I missed a class. Sorry. Grade 8, Miss Valence's class. I'm so sorry. For consistently adding her own creative spin to projects and demonstrating originality, for a Budding Artist Award, going to Bella Moose. Sorry, Bella, I missed you. And the last award for showing significant improvement and putting more effort in all subjects, Parker Tate. Right here. All right, now we're ready. Boys, facing front. Thank you.
Look at the camera.
Awesome, thank you.
Yes, let's do this.
This past weekend, we had Winterfest in our community. Shh. Remember, I reminded you, might be a long assembly. This past weekend, we had Winterfest in our community, and I know many of you participated because I've seen lots of you around. But prior to that, many of you participated in the coloring contest that was made available, and a lot of you placed. So we wanted to share those because those awards came this week from the Kin Club of Thompson, who sponsored the coloring contest for Winterfest. It was also Rudy the Raven's 50th birthday, so a special year. I'd like to call up Savannah from 5E, who won 3rd place in the coloring contest in the 3 to 5 category. Congratulations. Our open category, receiving a 3rd place from grade 6 in the open category coloring contest, goes to Emily Avila Garza. Congratulations. Receiving a 2nd place in the kindergarten to grade 2 category goes to Harley in kindergarten. And she's an AM student, so we'll get that to her teacher. Receiving a 1st place in the opened coloring contest category in grade 7 goes to Casey Helcrow. And yours came in late, but I rushed it too there. Good job. Another category, the kindergarten to grade 2 category, receiving a 1st place in Miss Parody's class, Cameron Laffer. Good job, there's your prize. And the last for the awards in the grade 3 to 5 category, placed 1st, Haslin Rice. You're welcome. So we will move on to our Virtue Awards. I'm going to ask if you can hold your applause because I did go through and I wrote out what they were receiving the virtue for. So if you could just kind of listen as I go through them, because I'd like to recognize the individual students for what your teacher has written on your certificate. First award in kindergarten is going to Adriana Trudeau. She's receiving the virtue of love. She's away. And that's for showing caring to all her peers in her class. Moving to grade 1, the award is going to Maddie Cordell Dumas for the virtue of love for showing compassion to all of her classmates. Maddie? Also from grade 1, Nika Wienusk is receiving the virtue of kindness, and that is for thinking of others. From grade 1 to Mrs. Burton's class, Colin Helcrow, I'd like to call up. He is receiving the virtue of love for being kind in our class and showing love to his classmates. Colin Helcrow here? No? Also from grade 1 to B, Malik McKay is receiving the virtue of kindness for showing love to your school and for learning. In grade 2-3, Mrs. Thompson's class, the award is going to R.J. Roberts, the virtue of love for having a positive impact on the students in your class. Also from grade 2, Alana Hart, who's showing kindness for being kind to the new classmates and always willing to help. She's absent too. In grade 3-4, the award for love is going to Rosa Glenn for always showing kindness, care, and love to everyone. Rosa here? Or grade 2-3, sorry. In Mrs. Porter's class, the first virtue award of love for showing all her friends love on Valentine's Day. You made everyone feel special. That's going to Laura DeGanzo. The virtue of kindness is going to Leo Lee for spreading love and being generous to your friends. Leo? Also from grade 3-4, this award is for Alea Kirkness for showing love and kindness, for always being thoughtful and thinking of others and always giving hugs. We'll do a big round of applause at the end just so I can get through this a little more quickly. In grade 3-4, Aislinn, that might be the other class. No, 3-4. In grade 3-4, Mrs. Porter's class, the virtue of kindness is going to Aislinn Dick for showing kindness in everything that you do. And that is going to her from Mrs. Swazo. In grade 4, the first award is going to Serenity Hart for treating others with care and kindness. She's receiving the virtue of love. Also from grade 4, Autumn Cordell for showing kindness, being polite, caring, and a good friend. Serenity Hickey from 5E. Savannah Hickey from 5E. She's receiving the virtue of love for her love of reading books and the love that she shows towards others. Also from 5E, the virtue of kindness for her gentle spirit and for always speaking the kind words to Janice Hunter. From grade 5-6, Abby Loader for looking out for others and noticing when they need extra help, attention, and care. We are giving her the virtue of love as well. Also from grade 5-6M, Matthew Chapman, virtue of kindness for using his manners to ask for help when needed and showing respect for others. Grade 6, Shimmer Samard, for filling her friends' hearts. Also from grade 6, Marcus Beardy Wienesk for always helping others. Not here. Grade 7, Deshaun Wasesekut for displaying his love for learning and to each other and every day. Grade 7, Isabella Power, virtue of kindness for always helping anyone that needs it. Grade 7, Vonteo Nagam for always being polite and kind. Veda Cordell, grade 7, virtue of kindness for her quiet, polite kindness to everyone. Dominic McLeod in grade 8 for his boundless love of his family. Daniel Wienesk, grade 8, for his friendly demeanor and always being willing to share his possessions. Grade 8, Kenzie Halcrow, for treating others as you would want to be treated yourself. And the last award, Olivia Bittern, grade 8, for kindness, for sharing your things with others. So come on up. And let's give this group that I announced a big, big round of applause. Good job. And we'll get a picture of the group. Take a look up at Mrs. Ferguson. Ready? 1, 2, 3, cheese. All right, thank you, boys and girls. You can head back. What should I do now? The staff ones? Staff
let's do
virtues?
the staff virtues.
All right, I have staff virtues this month as well. The first virtue. I'll wait for everybody to get back. Sorry. I'll do that after. The virtue of love that I'm going to share today is going to Mrs. Thompson for your love of teaching and all the exciting ideas that you share with your colleagues. Mrs. Thompson? I'm going to come back and sign this.
No worries. Thank you very much.
The second virtue, and I know she's not here, but I would like to announce it, is going to Mrs. Hines for her love of reading and the library. So let's give her a round of applause. And the last award for the virtue of love is going to another teacher that's not here, because she's manning the office. That's to Miss Fregamini for her love and kindness when she's helping the kids in the office. So I will reward that to her there. And I have a couple of virtue kindness awards to share today. The first one is going to Mrs. Boisvert for your kindness towards supporting students with extra needs. And I'll come and sign it off because I forgot to. Okay, I'll come and sign off because I forgot to. Okay. My next virtue award for kindness is going to Mrs. Porter for your kindness towards your students. Mrs. Porter? Yes, I'll come and sign that after because I forgot to do that. You're welcome. I have two more because it's really hard to narrow some of these awards down, so I have to add a few. My next award is going to an educational assistant for your gentle and caring ways towards the students that you work with. I'd like to call up Mrs. Penoliera. Ms. Sheena is how the students know her. And I forgot to sign the certificates. I'll be by to sign after. You're welcome. And the last one I'd like to recognize today is going to Mrs. Belgique Carr for your gentle and compassionate ways with working with your students. Mrs. Carr? I'll come back and see, so I didn't sign them, so I'll come and sign after.
Our library award? Yeah.
All right, during the month of February, we had I Love to Read Month and lots of activities. And some of you were entering contests in the library. We have our school-wide read tomorrow. We've been doing lots of read promotion. Shh, shh. And I know that there was a contest in the library, guessing how many words were in the jar. There were 292 words in the jar. This person guessed 263, which was the closest guess. And the winner is Maya in 7P. Come on up to receive your prize. Or Mia. Mia in 7P. Sorry, Mia. Good job. Are those in order? All right, we have also been promoting this week, my shirt is still saying it, kindness. And I had sent out a request to teachers for any nominations of students that have exemplified some of the kindness in our school. And there were some wonderful nominations and stories that were shared with me. And so we have a few awards to share in that respect. The first one is going to, First one is going to a grade 4 student who always shows kindness and always goes above and beyond to make sure that her classmates are feeling comfortable and shows lots of kindness toward them. I'd like to call up Autumn Cordell. Right here, and she's not here today. The second student is from grade 5-6. This young lady always seems to think of others first. She is very kind, always helpful, and did an extraordinary kind act last week that was recognized by many of your teachers, because I think your name came forth 4 times, making sure that other students were going to be able to participate in the ski trip. So you were thinking of others first. I'd like to call up Abby Loader. This last award is going to a young lady in grade 6. This young lady is going to be a future teacher, I'm sure. She goes above and beyond to help others. She is always willing to take on tasks. She has been a great help in helping students in grade 1 in Mrs. Parody's class, and an outstanding VIX. I'd like to call up Margot for all the kindness she does. We are going to share some additional Pink Kindness shirts for attendance awards. The first one, she's not here because she is a morning kindergarten student, for excellent attendance to Lexa. So we will share that with her, Lexa Fox. Also demonstrating and has excellent attendance in Mrs. Porter's class, Aislinn Dick. I'm not here today. Let's try this class. In grade 2-3, also excellent attendance, Lucas Trudeau. Oh no, not that one either. And the last one, hopefully he's here today, in 1-2B, also great attendance, Alex. Alex F. Alex is not here either? Wow. They have had great attendance except for today. That is funny. All right, the last of our awards this afternoon have to do with all the awards that are behind me, so awards and prizes. Our school held a 5-week challenge for grade 4 to 8 students during the month of January and the first week of February in mathletics to reach a minimum of 1,000 points per week in math, in the math game athletics that they are doing online. Students participated very hard and worked very hard to achieve these goals. So we are really proud of you, so way to go. There were many stars on the bulletin board in the hallway that recognized their weekly achievements. Teachers also nominated students every week that were showing great efforts in mathletics. All of these names were put into a random draw. Students receiving mathletic water bottles were Oliver Greaves and Autumn Cordell. That was already... They're coming this way. So we're going to give those to those boys, to those students. Oliver Greaves, if you want to come up. So this was a random draw that they received. A special water bottle from athletics. And Autumn Cordell, is she here? No? So that's those awards. The next part here, I'm going to invite Mrs. Giesbrook, that's joined us on the stage, to call out these students. Mrs. Giesbrook was the steering leader behind mathletics. She was the one that did all of the calculations and worked many, many hours to do all those stars and awards. So let's give Mrs. Giesbrook a big round of applause for all her hard work of athletics. And we have many kids that we have some prizes and some medals to award, so I'm going to have her call you up.
Okay, so for the medals, there is not one for everyone, but we have 2 per grade, and it was based on your points, on your effort, and on your attitude. So the teachers all helped me choose. So when I call your name, these are the groups of students that got 1,000 points a week for 4 weeks in a row. Okay, so the students are, and just come up, we'll clap at the end. Okay, come on up. So the first student, yes, Ron, yeah. The first student is Mervin. Yeah. Damacy. she's here. Allison. Allison in 5E. Elise. Isabella. Lucas. Oh. Chase in 7H. Chase MH. And Achilles. And K in 8T. And Wealth in 8T. Come on up. Okay, so these are the students that got 1,000 points for 4 weeks in a row. Some of them, there were more. And then they're going to go back and sit down. We can give them applause, and then we'll do the next step. Okay. Juniper, these next students are getting medals because they got 1,000 points. Thank you. They got 1,000 points a week for 5 weeks in a row. So, and again, it's 2 medals for each grade. So the first one is Ty and Bryson from 4B. Next is Rosie and James. So Rosie 5E and James 5-6. And Jaden from 5-6 and Diamond. Way to go, bud. And Deshaun, Faith, Jaden, that's okay, Jaden and 8B, and Day. Who's not? All right, let's give them an applause. They were 5 weeks. All right, Juniper, we've got one more set of mathletic prizes. And those are Juniper School. Juniper, thank you. Okay, next we have prizes, and these students are all the students that received 1,000 points a week for 5 weeks in a row, and they all got to come shop and choose their own prize. They are also receiving their final certificate, except for 2 that I have to print. Okay, so when I call up your name, please come up and then just collect on the front for a group picture after. Sound good? I keep looking at this end because this is all of them. Thanks. I don't have this list. Okay, Diamond. Diamond chose a chess set. Oh, yeah, we can clap at the end. There's 19. Next up is Kai, who also chose a chess set. And James, who chose a chess set. Thank you. Okay. Next up is Leland, who chose the game of life. And Riley Beardy, who chose a Uno game. Deshaun chose some Super Mario diamond painting. Okay. And Faith in grade 7, who also chose diamond painting. We'll get it to her later. Rosie, who chose the game of life. Bryson, the game of perfection. Jaden in 5-6, who chose the game of sorry. Jaden in grade 8, who chose Jenga. Well, 3. I don't see him. Is Marcus? Never mind, wrong teacher. Marcus Beardy Wienesk. I did not see him. Is he here? Okay. He's not. Go grab a cake. Thank you. Okay, Evan Linklater, who also chose perfection. Ty Ferguson, Battleship. Go see this one. Day and grade 8, Monopoly. Mason Brown, the game of Battleship. Grayson Chartrand, Connect 4. And Marcus Brown, the game of Monopoly. All right, in Juniper School, all of these students got 1,000 points a week for 5 weeks in a row. And there is one more student who is also trophy and his prizes who had the most points overall in the whole school. And so that goes to Xander in 6H. He's not. Well, he had over 34,000 points from the 5 weeks. So yes, well done, everyone. Okay, look at Miss Ferguson for the picture. He was here this morning.
Get a picture of him. That's everything and nothing left?
All right, I want to thank you all for your patience. I know that was a little bit of a longer assembly, but we had lots of wonderful things to share. So congratulations to everyone. Those students in grade 3, remember grade 4 mathletics, that will be you next year, so keep that in mind. And we are still tracking mathletic points, so don't think we have forgot about them, because there will be more to come in the coming months. So keep working on your mathletics, because you never know what we have in store. We have some surprises throughout the year. So I want to wish everybody a great rest of the day and Friday. Tomorrow is our I Love to Read finale, so we will do a school-wide read. Keep reading. It's not just the month of February. Teachers, you may dismiss when ready. Have a wonderful day.